Thanks for joining us. I'm Jonathan Martin.
And I'm Faith Jesse. And today, the county boards of election across the state, they are certifying last week's election results. This is not the finale, but it's an important step heightened by challenges made to results 4 years ago. 11 Live's Doug Richards joining us live in Cobb County, where its board met this afternoon. Hey, Doug.
Hey, yes, the Cobb County Election Board is going to certify the results, we think, this afternoon by 5 o'clock. Kamala Harris actually won Cobb County, although that obviously was not in the numbers that would have been required for her to actually take the state of Georgia last week. Seems like ancient history almost now. But to the Cobb County Election Board, which convened about an hour ago, they hope to certify these results in the next hour or so.
I feel like there's just a lot of questions as far as the tabulation process goes.
When Fulton County's election board met this morning, it got peppered with skepticism from a handful of voters and poll watchers from Tuesday's vote.
That certification is a mandatory process.
Yet the law says certification is not optional. And with Donald Trump winning Georgia by more than 100,000 votes last week, many of the folks motivated to challenge the election 4 years ago are not doing so this year.
And these are the results. And so we fully expect that people will accept the results. I think that would be a healthy thing for our republic.
Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger said today the election results will withstand any challenges, including some already made when he says overseas attackers made bomb threats to some precincts on Election Day.
Looks like we had a great election cycle, free, fair, and fast. Can't beat that.
Raffensperger and his staff looked visibly relieved today as they announced the coming certification this afternoon. Clearly relieved that much of the drama that featured in 2020, that the folks who kind of provided a lot of that drama were not motivated this time to create it again in this election cycle.
Yeah, certainly not many questions asked this time around. Doug, what's next here?
Well, there are recounts for the closest of elections. There are risk limiting audits, which is where they go in and they sort of pick at random various voting batches in order to compare them to the tallies that were provided last week. And then, of course, for the presidential election, the Electoral College will get picked next month.
Right. Doug Richards, live for us. Thank you so much.